Hey, we're going to the coop, okay? Got back away from the fence line. Hi, pigs. Hi, pigs. Push a button. If you hit the fence, you'll shot. Push that button. Good boy. No, push it in. Yeah. Good boy. That's it. Yeah, like that. Come on. You gonna come? Hi, Wilbur. Hi, Fern. Say hi, Wilbur. Hi, Fern. Fern's got a feather on her head. All right, we got some slop for the old piggies. Come on. They're freaking out. Wilbur, making a commotion. Come on, go. Here, pigs. Y'all didn't eat any of your alfalfa? You don't even like that mess, do you? I don't know what you're gonna want. Oh, it's feeding time. Yeah, it's feeding time.
We got the chicken and pigs.
The chickens want the chips. It's flipping on the alfalfa pellets.
They're not one.
Do what y'all want. These piggies don't play around. They get inside of the slop bucket. Of course, they're small enough to do that right now, but when they get bigger, which will be really soon, won't be able to get in there anymore. They're starting to warm up to us a little bit. Now that they know that we're bringing them food and all that good stuff, they're quickly warming up to us. We did try to put some alfalfa pellets out yesterday, and they were not interested in them, unfortunately. I don't know if they're just spoiled right now, so they don't know. They're just choosing to eat whatever they want to eat because they have choices or what, but they didn't eat the alfalfa pellets. If you're raising kunekune pigs and you're watching this video, give us a shout as to what we can be feeding these piglets. We've read up a little bit on what they should be eating, you know, supplementing their diet in the winter and all of that stuff. And we read one blog that said they fed them alfalfa pellets, but so far no good. Don't chase them, bub. Be nice to Wilbur. Be nice to Wilbur. They're getting in the old slop bucket. Oh, there goes Fern in the bucket. Getting something out.
Daddy, can you go with me to get the egg?
Yeah, hold on. Don't pull the chicken's feathers. Walker, what are you doing? All right, come on. Let's feed the chicks. All right. Frozen block of ice here with poop all in it. All right, got it. Let's go put water in it. Ready? Oh yeah, there's poop on that. Alright, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna leave this door cracked. See if they wander on out. This one's already wandered out and she's freaking out. Doesn't know how to get back in. This is what Sunshine does every morning. She just chills back there and walks back and forth, just pacing. And then every once in a while, I'll look from the window in the house and she'll come flying out of the coop. She'll be ready for the day. This is what the piggies have been doing. They see me throw these grains out for the chicks, or for the chickens. They come waddling over and they start picking up all the seeds and grains. It's a scratch mix that they're getting into, and somehow they get it up with their little snouts. If they're gonna be living with the chickens, I need to figure out a good solution here. One thing I did do was I bought one of these. I realized this is not enough for our entire flock, but I went to Tractor Supply and got one of these, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pin it down so the pigs can't lift it up with their snouts and push it over. And obviously they can't get their snouts inside of those holes. So if this works, then I'll get maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 more of these, and I'll just pop them around the area, and every time I feed, I'll fill each one of these up, and the chickens will have enough room, if I have enough of them all over the place, to kind of get in there and eat So we're gonna test that theory out. I just gotta pin it down first. Come here, Fern. You got a tomato in your mouth. Eating on a little tomato. Come here, Fern. Come here, Fern. Come here, Fern. Come here, Fern. Come here, Wilbur. Don't eat a piece of poop. Wilbur. Come here, Wilbur. Hey, stop that. Hey, cut that out. We do know that we have at least one Iamsamani rooster, and if that's the case, then we will probably get rid of our other two roosters. What I'm going to try to do is get rid of them on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace, so give so that we can have a Iamsamani rooster, something that I was really looking forward to. So we'll see how that goes. I know I at least got one, and really all I want is one, so I'll probably pick from the best of all the roosters that we have in the flock. So let's let the Iamsamanis hang out for a little bit, see how they do, just getting used to everything and the fence line and all that good stuff. All right, I was gone pretty much all day. Wanted to check back in on the Iamsamanis, see how they're doing. Oh, the pigs were sleeping. Hi, pigs. Pigs were sleeping. Wilbur, you got a feather on your nose. These pigs are forever having feathers on them. Let's see how these Iamsamanis are doing. Wait, the cage looks shut. What in the world, guys? The cage is shut. What do you... How do y'all pull that one off? The cage is totally shut, but there's one Iamsamani out. What in the world? Oh, they knocked the water all over. Y'all come on out. Okay, they're out. I think they're gonna be okay. I think they're ready to migrate. They're gonna test out the fencing. They're gonna get shocked a couple times, but they need to be out now. That cage is getting so nasty. Today when I opened up the door, the other chickens got in there and they spilt the water over. I don't know how many times that water spilt. I'm so tired of that water freezing and having to change it every single day. So they're ready to migrate into the flock here. Wilbur, you don't get stuck in there now. All right, we're gonna do something today that I've been needing to do for a while, and I just haven't done it yet. And that is clean out this nasty garden. I still have these T-posts in it. I got the string in it still from trellising the tomatoes, and all of this mess I gotta clean out. So we're gonna hop to it. I got my two helpers with me, Isaiah and Michaela, and we're gonna do some hard work. We're gonna get in here and clean out all this stuff. So here we go. We have awesome plans for this area right here next to the greenhouse. I've been thinking a lot about it. As many of you know, we actually made this kind of like a market garden area because we used to go to market, take our veggies to market and sell them. But we stopped doing that. It just wasn't the right move for us. Wasn't the right timing. and we need a lot more help to be able to actually do that. So what we're gonna be doing with this area is a surprise, so I'm not gonna tell you right now, but it's gonna be awesome. It is still gonna be a garden. It's gonna be awesome. I'm super excited about it. It's gonna take a little bit of infrastructure work and getting it up and running, but we'll get there. That's why we're starting the process of tearing this down. So now that we have everything torn out, I'm gonna go ahead and get the T-post puller, and we are gonna pull these T-posts out of the ground. All right, that is the garden cleaned up. I got all of the plants pulled, the T-post pulled, the water drip lines pulled, the landscape fabric pulled. I even pulled all of the old water lines, the main supply lines that ran along the fence, and then hooked in right here, because I am not gonna use that whole setup anymore. I'm going to change it. So pretty much all the infrastructure over here is changing. It's unfortunate, but it's cool because most of the time change is awesome. So we are changing this whole area. So the next thing I'm going to do out here is I'm going to rip out all of this silage tarp. I'm going to get rid of it, get it out of here, because we don't need it right here anymore. So I'll stash that off to the side, and then I can start preparing the area over here to get remodeled for what we're gonna do next. What is it?
It's a squirrel tail.
Ooh.
And you gotta feel it too.
Feels squirrely.
Mm-hmm. Squirrely.
Oh, that was grueling. So I got everything picked up. I got the tarp here, all the junk here with the string, and then the silage tarps. The silage tarps were near impossible to get up, and I'll show you why. When I dug the level ground for the greenhouse, I had that big old backhoe and I was pushing the dirt over while I pushed a bunch of the dirt on top of the silage tarp. And so it was pretty much buried in there. So I had to get in there with my hands and dig it all out. It was nasty, but it's done. I'm glad it's done. Now I can come in here with the skid steer and I can start to level this ground back out. Basically all I'm gonna do with the skid steer is take out these humps where I made rows. And I spent a lot of time, me and the entire Goshen team spent a lot of time making these rows, and unfortunately we're gonna have to take them out, but that's just the way it is, the nature of learning and progressing as we go. I'm done with this for the day. Got to clean up all this stuff, all this trash everywhere. I got to clean it up, and I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do with the silage tarp yet, but I have an idea of what I could use it for. For now it's gonna get stored in the barn, and so that's it. All right, so I'm back out in the garden today. I got a decent amount done the other day with pulling up the silage tarps and all of that. This whole area is clear. I got to take up this last little bit of landscape fabric right here, and then move all of the sandbags and obviously the T-posts. And then once I do that, I am gonna get the skid steer and run it through here just to flatten all the ground out, level it all down, and then be done with this until I share with you what our next plan is for this area. That is level. Well, as much as it's gonna get. So I basically took all of the dirt and I scooped it first with a bucket, and then I back dragged to level out a lot of this stuff. So let me show you what I did here on the far edge. Obviously I took out the raised beds, the raised rows. Just so you know, we're not going to be using this soil right here for planting. We're going to be doing, well, I'll just tell you. So we're going to be using this whole area for raised beds. We're going to create kind of like a garden courtyard in here. We'll share more about the vision of what we want to do here in the next couple videos or so. But the gist of it is that we're going to have a bunch of really tall raised beds in this whole area. When I say raised beds, I mean actual wooden structures that we're going to fill with dirt, and we're going to plant inside of those raised beds. And we're going to create kind of like a an enclosed courtyard type setting in here, and we're really excited about it. Again, like I said, we're going to share in the next couple videos here about what exactly is going to take place here and why we are converting from this kind of market garden style to raised beds in this area. So stay tuned for that. One thing I did here on the edge is I had a very sharp dip into here, and so I back dragged some of the dirt back. I also took the bucket this way, and I got some of that harsh edge out, and now we have more of a overall slope down towards the greenhouse instead of a drastic dip and ditch right here. So I also did that same thing right over here, and probably I'm going to do this edge a little bit more. I piled up all the dirt here, and I'm going to take this dirt and start leveling over here. Let me show you why I haven't been working in this area back here. All of this is water. A combination of me taking the dirt, running around with the skid steer, and all of that has created kind of like this mud pit right here. And so I can't use the skid steer over here until I get some tracks on it. So I'm going to get over the tire tracks for the skid steer. Once I do that, I can get back in this area and we can get started again on moving the dirt in this area. But I did have an idea. So what I'm going to do with all of this dirt is I'm going to take it and I'm literally just going to lay it out in a layer right here. So it's going to meet higher on the bank over there, and I'm just going to fill this whole area up until you hit the pond. So once I get the over the tire tracks for the skid steer, I will go ahead and do that. That'll be I won't be able to get the tracks until next month. Actually, yeah, next month. So we're looking towards the beginning of the year where I can finalize that area over there, which I'm super excited about. But this is level. I'm also excited that we get to start planting in here. I'm excited to share the vision of what we want to do here in this area with you guys. A lot going on here. So stay tuned for all of that. Anyway guys, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following our journey. If you're out there and this is one of the first times you've seen our channel, if you would jump over and check out the Heart of Goshen. That is why we're doing all of this. That's the vision that we're going after. That's why we're learning about sustainability and living off the land, raising our own food, taking care of our own animals. All of that has to do with the Heart of Goshen. So go check that out when you get a minute. I will leave it in the description below. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see y'all in the next video.